Welcome back. We're coming to you from beautiful Washington, D.C. on a sunshiny day, just steps away from the United States Capitol. No doubt, beef exports have been outstanding in recent years, and that's due in part to the work of NCBA in working for trade agreements and the opening of increased U.S. beef exports to Asia and other regions of the world. And join us now is Kent Bacus. He's with the Legislative Affairs team here in Washington, D.C. Kent, thanks for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You know, I know most of your work centers around tax and trade specifically, and so tell us a little bit about that work and some of the key issues you're working on right now.
Well, one of the biggest issues we're working right now is to make sure that all those expired tax provisions get reinstated. Two specific provisions deal with Section 179 expensing and bonus depreciation. We would much rather our producers be able to reinvest in their companies than have to hand over a large check to Uncle Sam.
So you mentioned trade as one of the areas of focus. Tell us about some of the key issues you're working on as it relates to trade.
Well, we're actually working on two trade agreements right now, one with Pacific Rim countries called the Trans-Pacific Partnership, and another one with the European continent called the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership.
Wow.
So with TPP, that one's very important for us because Japan is part of TPP as well, and Japan is our largest export market. Last year we sold over $1.5 billion worth of U.S. beef to Japanese consumers. Unfortunately, they had a 38.5% tariff on that product. So TPP would give us an opportunity to not only remove that tariff barrier, but tariff barriers to a lot of the other Pacific Rim countries.
We've also mentioned on Cattlemen before TTIP, right? So tell our viewers what TTIP is and why that's important to cattle producers here in the United States.
Well, TTIP, or the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership, is a potential free trade agreement with Europe that would not only remove high tariff rates on our product, but would also remove a lot of the non-tariff trade barriers, things such as age-based restrictions and restrictions on a lot of the production technologies that we rely on to produce a safe and efficient product here in the United States.
You know, the last couple of years we've talked a lot about free trade agreements, specifically with countries like Panama and South Korea and so forth. Tell us a little bit more about those.
Well, we're very successful to have 3 free trade agreements enacted with Colombia, Panama, and Korea. With Colombia, we had an 80% tariff on our beef.
Wow.
With Panama, it was roughly about 35%, and with Korea, it was 40%. Now, Korea is a top 5 export market for U.S. beef. So removing that tariff gives us a competitive advantage over major exporters into that country. Korean consumers love U.S. beef, and we've been able to grow demand for U.S. beef in that market because of that FTA.
And it significantly added value to our beef cattle here in the United States as well.
Exactly. Exports alone accounted for over $300 per head last year. We look forward to another record-breaking year of exports. We want to put more money in producers' pockets.
Absolutely. And I've asked a lot of your teammates this same question. Why is it that you do what you do on a daily basis?
Well, I enjoy who I work for. When I get up every morning, I know that a lot of the people that I'm working for are already up. They've already been up for a few hours. They're working hard to put food on tables, not only here in the U.S., but all over the world. They're hard, honest working people, and I enjoy working for them every day.
And we enjoy having you. Thank you so much, Kent, for all you do.
Thank you.
There are many reasons to become an NCBA member, including some valuable incentives for doing so. You can find out more about NCBA membership by calling 1-866-USA-BEEF or visiting the website, that's beefusa.org.